Hello and welcome in. I understand you're here for a hearing test as well as an ear exam. Is that correct? Okay, perfect. Well, feel free to take a seat and we can begin. Okay, so I was just having a quick look at your notes, and it says that your last hearing test and ear exam with us was August 8th, 2024. Does that sound about right? Okay, perfect. And any changes in your hearing since then? Okay. Okay. Alright, and do you have any problems in regards to your hearing or your general ear health that you'd wish to discuss today? Okay. And what is your reason for this visit today? Just a general checkup? Perfect. Okay. Alright, so that's all the questions that I have for you. And I'm going to go ahead now and put on a pair of gloves and I'll have a quick look at your ears before we begin with your hearing test, okay? Okay. Okay, just grab my gloves. So I'm going to be doing a variety of different tests on your ears today, all of which I think you'll be pretty familiar with. Yeah, and any that you're not, I will be more than happy to explain to you. Okay. Okay. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to take a quick look inside your ears and around them. Okay. I'm just going to grab a scope. Have a little look, okay? Alright, so let's start with this ear. Okay. So having a look in here. The scope. A little bit of earwax built up. Nothing to worry about though. Looks good. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, just looking at the top here. Good. Okay, so just a quick check. How does this feel? Does this feel okay? Not tender, sore. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. And this here. Okay, looking down your canal here. Same amount of earwax buildup. Nothing I'm concerned about though. Doing a couple of palpations on your ear. How's this feel okay? Okay, what if I just do that? Is that okay? Okay, perfect. Alright, the skin looks nice and healthy. Good. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm just going to walk behind you for just a moment so I can have a look at your ears. Behind there. Does that feel okay? Okay, good. Tapping? How's that? Okay. Good. Perfect. And over here. How's that? Good. About these. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Alright. Let's go down. Okay. So now we're going to start your hearing test. I'd like for you to please put on this pair of headphones, and I'm going to be playing a variety of different sounds, but we're going to start with a frequency test. So with that, I'd like for you to please raise your hand when you hear the sound and drop it when you stop hearing the sound. Please also let me know if you hear the sound in your left ear, your right ear, or both. Okay? Perfect. So I'm just going to get that set up now, but I'll just help you put these on. Okay? Okay. So are those comfortable? Perfect. And can you hear me well? Okay. So we're going to now begin your frequency test. I'm just going to grab the beeper as well as my notes. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start playing the sounds. Do you have any questions before we begin? Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Stop. Perfect. Okay. Just going to make a couple of notes before we move on to your next hearing test. Okay, so now I'm going to be playing a variety of different nature sounds through your headphones. It will be played in both of your ears, so I would like if you could please tell me what the nature sound is, and also please raise your hand when you start hearing the sound. Okay? They're very typical sounds. Could be birds, a fireplace, water, things like that. Okay. Alright. Okay, nature sound 1. Good. Nature sound 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. Good. And 5. Good. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing again, but I'm going to be playing nature sounds in one of your ears. Please let me know which ear the sound is being played in, and please also raise your hand when you start to hear the sound. Okay? Okay. Number 1. Good. And 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. And 5. Okay, perfect. Just stop that. Perfect. Okay. Alright, excellent. So if you'd like to go ahead now and remove your headphones. Okay, perfect. You can just pop those to the side. So I'd just like to say you did a fantastic job with the hearing test with headphones. And now we're going to be moving on to the rest of your hearing tests. Okay? Okay, just grab those headphones for you. Let's pop them to the side. Okay. So now we're going to be moving on to whispering some numbers and phrases into each of your ears. So I'd like for you to start by closing your eyes, and I will approach one of your ears and I will whisper a set of words or numbers into that ear. I'd like if you could please repeat them back to me, okay? Okay, go ahead and close your eyes. Perfect. 1, 5, 4, 8. And what were the numbers? 1, 5, 4, 8. Good. Yellow, white, blue, orange. And what were the words? Yellow, white, blue, orange. Perfect. Okay. 0, 1, 5, 4. What was that? 0, 1, 5, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 0. What about that? 1, 2, 3, 0. Good. Now I'd like to ask you, did the sounds sound different in either ear? Did it seem louder in one ear or quieter in one ear? About the same? Okay, perfect. Alright, let's carry on then. Orange, yellow, tile, chair. Orange, yellow, tile, chair. Good. Okay. Bag, lily, frog, mat. Bag, frog, lily, mat. Perfect. Okay. Tree, acorn, up, left. Tree, acorn, up, left. Good. Silver, bronze, copper, green. Silver, bronze, copper, green. Good. 5, deer, 1, coin. 5, deer, 1, coin. Good. 30, 50, 20, 100. Book, table, glass, cloth. Book, table, glass, cloth. Good. Bright, night, four, core. Bright, night, four, core. Perfect. So now I'm going to be doing some distance testing with your hearing. So for this part, I'd like if you could please close your eyes. So I'm going to be whispering or softly speaking different numbers and phrases, and I'd like for you to let me know how close or how far away I am from you, okay? Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes, so let me know if it's close or far away. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what side of you do you think I'm on? Okay. And how far away do you think I am? Okay. So I'm going to continue saying words and phrases now, and just keep letting me know where you think I am. Am I close to you? Am I far away? Am I in front of you? Behind you? Left, right? Okay, you're doing great. Triangle, circle, square, purple. Okay. 5, S, B, L, 4. Okay. Shoulder, arm, hand, knee. Where am I with that? Okay. 5, red, grey, green. What about there? Good, okay. Triangle, circle, square, X. Where am I? Good. Blanket, pillow, cushion, couch. Where am I? Good. Candle, flicker, light, dark. Where was I for that? Good, okay. Ear, eye, nose, mouth. Where am I for that? Good. Okay. Keyboard, sun, star, moon. Where am I for that? Okay, good. Bag, yellow, orange, green. Where am I? Okay. 0, 1, 5, 3. What about where that was? Good. Switch, square, rectangle, star. Where am I? Good, okay. Headphone, test, exam, ear. Where am I? Okay, am I close to you, far away? Good, great job. Cat, dog, sheep, mouse. Where was I for that? Good. star, green, triangle, circle. Where am I? Okay. Three, 30, 20, 3. Where was I for that? Good. Tree, flower, yellow, orange. Good. Flag, 1, ceiling, floor. What about there? Good. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to test your depth of sound. So I am going to be moving a sound closer and closer to your ear, and let me know when the sound gets the closest to your ear. Okay? Alright, so we'll be moving towards you. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. This side. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Good. Okay. Mango, pineapple, tomato, orange, apple, fruit, vegetable, squash, eggplant, marmalade, toast, bread, jam, butter. Good. Okay. India, Africa, America, Britain, Germany, England, Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Iceland. Good, great job. Okay, so that concludes all of those tests. So now we're going to do a test of whispers or soft speaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be walking around you as you close your eyes, and I'd like you to please let me know what is the soft-spoken word that I say, and in roughly what direction is it coming from, okay? So in front of you, behind, left, right, okay? So just focus on the soft-spoken word, okay? Alright. America, opal, diamond, circle, shrine, deer, 4, 1, 5, 7. Okay, so what was the soft-spoken word? What direction do you think it came from? Perfect. Okay, let's do that again. Green, frog, turtle, butterfly, mango, fall, tropical, 3, green, pink. Okay, so what was the soft-spoken word and what direction do you think it was coming from? Perfect. Okay, let's do that again. King, queen, prince, princess, castle, throne, Jupiter. Okay. And what was the word and what direction was it coming from? Good, okay. So a couple more times. Alright. 3. Book. 1. Line. Start. Stop. Left. Right. Up. Down. Circle. Okay. And what about that one? Good, okay. Microphone. 4. Elephant. Lion. Buffalo. Jaguar. Rhino. Sheep. Star. And what about that one? Good, okay. Let's go again. 4. 3. Football. Soccer. Rugby. Tennis. Swimming. Golf. Judo. Okay, and what about that one? Good, okay. Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, Earth, Mercury, Mars, Venus, stars, sun, atmosphere, universe. And what about that one? Good, okay. Last one. Orange, purple, green, black, white, yellow, red, and pink. What about that one? Perfect. Great job. Okay. So now we're moving on to identifying sounds. So I'd like for you to go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm going to be grabbing different objects and making some sounds with them into each of your ears, and I'd like if you could please let me know what you think the sound is. Okay. The first sound will be played in this ear. It is writing. Good. Next sound in this ear. What does that sound like? It is page flipping. Good. Okay. And the last sound. And what sound was that? It was club sounds. Very good. Okay. So for the last part of your hearing test as well as ear exam is I'm going to be gently tapping on your ear, and I'd like for you to let me know how many times I tap on your ear. Okay? How many was that? 5, good. many was that? Good. How many was that? 2. Good. How many was that? 6. Good. Let's do a couple more. How many was that? Good. And how many was that? Perfect. Okay, so that concludes all of your hearing tests as well as your ear exam for today. So I can say that you passed the hearing test with flying colours, and I see no cause for concern with it, as well as the physical health of your inner ears as well as your outer ears. Okay, so do you have any questions for me? Okay, well, thank you so much for visiting us today and allowing us to perform this hearing test and ear exam on you. Take care. Goodbye.